It's 27th of October, currently 4:39 p.m. GMT, and this is pound dollar. And I had taken a short right in here into 490 area, right into this area in here, and I'd opened up my stop somewhere around into this area. So just I'm going to discuss why I took that shot, and also I'm looking for price to actually break down and come into some of the lower levels into, you know, possibly somewhere in here. You could see what's available in here somewhere in this area or lower, maybe the pockets below, right into, call it, yeah, 530. I'm looking for a breakdown of price in here, and I'm going to discuss why. So if we go on to this 1 hour chart, so you can see we had this whole swing to the downside. We had this move whole to the downside. We came into some of this liquidity to the left, and we had a bounce up, and you can see how the bounce looks. This looks quite efficient. It comes back up, so this is another leg. This is telling us I had to come in deeper to pick up some liquidity, and then this also pushed up to into this, call it, this swing's apex right in here. So we are currently we currently went above that area, which was feeding that apex. So I thought, since it's coming to a little bit of a richer liquidity, I mean, this area doesn't look quite good, but it's still to me it's still richer than what this price action is doing right in here. So I'm thinking actually of moving price down, and then we can see how we go from there. But as it sits, we came into this shelf of this move right in here, and we are reacting off of that. So I wasn't sure, whether to sell it or not, because this was a no-brainer sell, and we are currently holding at this apex of this whole move. So now that this liquidity has got this liquidity out of our way, so this move up right in here is in control. This move up is in control, so it should have held its liquidity and should have continued to push up. If it were to be bullish, then you can see right in here. So to me, this was the shelf right in here, or you can see the tag, which is moving us above whole of this range. So I'm just going to mark it and refine. So for me this was a shelf right in here, right into this area. And if we quickly refine that, so this move for me should have maintained itself. When this move came down, picked up liquidity from this area right into this area, this move should have kept us going initially. So the fact that this move came all the way back down below that shelf, picking up some liquidity, call it tag of this level right in here, I thought it could still push up. But when this move started to fail right in here, I thought we might be going down. But so we can refine that shelf right in from here. So you can see there's something left right in here, this move picking up this. And if you quickly go a bit lower, you can see at the time I had marked this level in green, and this level is for me, this move up should have maintained as I've explained. So I didn't see much what this liquidity is picking up, so I'm not quite sure right in here. This certainly looks quite dealt off to me, so I'm not I don't want to see price holding in here and then push up. So I'm not looking for that. There could still be something, but I'm not keen on that. I would like to see price moving lower. So yes, I said, I'm not aware of this move, what this move is picking up, and then this move up was in control. So this move came all the way back up into this move's apex. That area to me is the last defense. If we do from here, when go above and it starts a hole right in here like this somewhere, consolidates in this level and then tries to push up. That could be a good buy with the stop below that for higher levels, at least back into where is that, yeah, at least back into this area. Thought there could still be something resting, but if we do start holding above right in here, but yeah, I mean, these could provide some response, but overall I would look to see price running into this area or higher, and at that point the higher time frames will take over. So as it currently sets, uh, I want to see it go down lower without even pulling back above this level, because to me, if you know if price comes above this level somewhere in here, then possibly this area is quite thin and this looks quite delta off. So at that point in time, it would risk coming back into this area, somewhere into this apex, and possibly pushing up. So I don't want to see that, especially today. It's Friday, so I would like to see flows generally. I want to see the flow generally to the downside, even if it's of the bleeding nature, somewhere into those areas. And a small position right in here. I know, because I'm aware it's Friday. I don't know what that might bring. So yeah. So initially targeting below those lows somewhere near, so we could see if there's something available in here. I'm not so keen, this whole base, a lot of transactions in this area, so I would like to see a much cleaner base like this, possibly. That's why I'm not so keen on price coming in here and then bouncing all the way back up. So yeah, let's see if there's something available in that area. There could be something. I choose this, and I mean, so there's not much clear. This is picking up something into this here. So this move up is in control, and I think we might go on a tick chart to see really what's happening here. Again, we could mark something like this, but not so keen. Price might show some stalling right in here, but overall I don't think it's of much relevance. So I'm currently short. I haven't taken something out initially. Technically we should take something out right in here, but I don't think so. It's a small position. I want to carry it forward to next week. So let's see if we do run back down. I want to see the nature of that run to the downside also. Yeah, I mean, we could take something out in here, but overall I would like to see price coming down into this area, right into the lows here. We might see some stalling into this area, but overall here or lower. And quickly taking a look at higher time frames in here. I mean, you can see this apex, looks quite chewed up, the same way as shown in this area. So I mean, there could be something in here, but other than that, I think price pushes lower. Okay, so price has moved down a bit. I think we were here when I last talked. So price extended move extend into some of these areas right in here, and this was the apex of this whole move up. So it's okay if it's stalling some, but overall I would like to see price coming in here or a bit to the upside and then start to roll over. That's quite possible, so that's what I want to see, but I don't see it happening today. Maybe next week. Yeah, and also I've taken a long in S&P, a scalp long. So price is extending into some of these liquidity areas, into this area, into first this and then this. So I didn't want to trade right straight into the level, so I waited. And so if we go on this 5 now, so you can see so this move was the shelf right in here of this down leg. This move cleaned up the shelf. This move down is in control now. You can see there is subsequent dealing in here. Then this move cleaned this, comes back down into some newer low, and this move is picking up this. This broke this momentum right in here. So to me, this is a little break in momentum, and this is telling me that price is needing to reach back up to find some liquidity within its this fractal and in this particular down leg. So I took a long when this was moving down in here. I took a long right in here. Stop was open below, and I have a final target right into this area. I think this can move a little bit to the upside, which is also the tag on the 15 minutes. If we go on the 15, so we can see this hole is a range right in here, and this particular is a tag. So if we do come back up and start holding and moving, then I think we can run back up into this area first, and then possibly into this candle right in here. So but for this trade, I just want to scalp this. I don't want to hold this move. So the long is somewhere in here, and I've moved my stop just below that low, looking for a release back into this base right in here. So if we go on this 1 minute, it's much more clear. So I just want to move into this. I want to see I'm moving to this area. So if it extends, that be the best case scenario. But yeah, I mean, you can see, price broke down in here, and the FX pairs followed. So I think this looks like it wants to pull back a bit. So that's what I'm expecting with the pound. But I don't want that pullback to last above this area, let's call it. I don't want to see the pullback coming above in this area and then starts to hold and work its way. But if that happens, then I'm not interested in holding the short. And nonetheless, the stop was open right into this area, and now the stop is moved right in here. So we'll see how this one will play out, and let's see what S&P does. Okay, so this is the execution right in here. I took a long in here. Stop was just below, and then I moved right into this area, looking for a release into this area. This is a little inefficient or a gap, typically can react. So looking for a move, swift move up into this area. That could be sold actually if you're of the bearish mindset, but I just want to get out right into this area, and I'll just look at it how this looks on a 1 minute. If I want to if I want to move my stop up a bit, I'll have to see that. And as far as the pound goes, so you can see, pound is also in here, not much volatility. It could come back up as pointed out, but let's see, we'll have to wait for this one to play out for the next week. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to move my stop just below this low right in here. The reason is simply because this was the shelf of this move up, and this move came a bit down to pick up some liquidity, and then is pushing it up. So as far as it looks like it has, it's failing to get above this area right in here. So to me it looks like, if we do come below right into this low in here, then we could eventually go back in here and then pick up some liquidity. But I don't want to see that, so I'm just going to close this position, or just put my stop in here. Okay, so I'm out of that trade, S&P. I didn't want to hold on to this trade, because if price comes back into this area right in here, it's still, it can push up still, but I just don't want to be stuck with it. So what if it just goes? And I'm not so keen on how this area is looking right in here, not that strong in here, and then this pushed its liquidity out, this failed, and I'm not so keen on this area. So but it could still bounce, but overall, let's see. Actually, just let's take a little exercise in here, see what happens. I'll just put a stop behind this level right in here and see what happens here. Overall, looking for the same move here. And as far as the pound goes, it's still working its way. So yeah, I think we might have to wait. Let's see how this one play out actually. Okay, so you can see it broke the low right, broke this pocket right in here. It just didn't look that good. So I mean, good management there for me, to take the trade out right in here. Almost a break even, just a bit positive, but consider it a break even trade though. Let's see what happens. It's I don't see anything coming into I don't see much of these levels to the left side in here. I think we should push into this area, but overall I would like to see price pushing back into some of these areas, because this was the base, which all of these moves are feeding off of. So I think this might have some liquidity for a bit bigger reaction, so I'll see how this will play out, but for now I think it could stall right in here, but nothing for me now. And pound has picked up some liquidity from this tag, so this was the how do you do it? So this was the range right in here, and this is a little tag, and this is the tag right in here. So yeah, I mean, it's great that it's holding, because if if this breaks, then this is telling me I want to push back up. So while there might be some liquidity into this area, um, and into this area, but certainly I do, as pointed out, I don't want to see price above here. So let's see how this will play out, and I think I'll just close down, because we might not see anything for today, since the markets are about to close in about an hour or so. So yeah, I mean, that's it. Let's see how this will play out for the next week. Yeah.